Yo, what's up, guys? It's Noah here, and I'm back to talk through some NBA for today, for Tuesday, December the 9th. I was gone over the weekend. I still had videos posted over the weekend that I made for NFL and for college football. I had those videos like pre-made, scheduled to upload. But I wasn't here. I couldn't do any NBA over the weekends. Didn't do any NBA for Monday. I was in Atlanta. Went to the Nuggets game, the Nuggets Hawks game. Went to the SEC championship. Went to the Falcons game. So had a weekend full of like going to sports games. It was a lot of fun. But I'm excited to be back, guys, for this NBA week. It's Cup week, so we got the NBA Cup games starting today. It's a two-game slate today. It's a two-game slate tomorrow. It does kind of suck for props because like with only two games today and tomorrow, there's just not going to be a lot of good props to choose from. There's just not going to be as many options. But I still did want to come on here, give you guys a couple plays I liked looking at the board the night before. Got two picks that I'm going to share in this video. And as always, guys, we're going to break down these plays and we're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, make sure that you guys hit that like button down below if you enjoyed these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Play $5. You'll get $50 worth of free lineups for signing up and using code NOAH. And then we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. So I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100, as well as you'll get a free $20 entry. So just for downloading the Sleeper app, you're going to get a free entry. You don't have to put in any money. So that free entry, it's no deposit required. This is a win-win for you guys. It's a great way for you to be able to try out the Sleeper app, see what they have to offer, potentially win some money without even having to put any money in. So definitely recommend that you go get over to Sleeper, take advantage of this new user offer while they're still running it. And again, if you don't have an account on Sleeper yet, you can download the app, use code NOAH, get that deposit bonus, and get that $20 free entry. But yeah, guys, we got some Prizepicks plays here for Tuesday's slate, NBA Cup week. So, excited to watch these games. We got Heat and Magic, and then we got Knicks and Raptors. These are the Eastern Conference Cup games. We got the Western Conference Cup games on Wednesday night. We'll be excited to talk through those. And I think the semifinals are on Saturday, or maybe the championship's on Saturday. Or no, the semifinals are on Saturday, and I think that I can't remember when the championship game is, but yeah, we'll talk through that, when that gets here. But for the two games here on Tuesday night, I got two plays, and let's go ahead and break them down. So the first prop that I like for Tuesday night is going to be a PRA prop, and we're going to look at Jakob Poeltl, 19.5 PRA. I like the over here on Jakob Poeltl's PRA prop. So Poeltl this season, his minutes have been a little bit down, and that's mainly been due to the fact that he has dealt with a back injury this year. So coming into the season, he was a little bit banged up, and he has been resting a lot, like on back-to-backs. He has played some back-to-backs this year, but some recent back-to-backs, they've been sitting him out. They've been, kind of managing his injury. But as of late, his minutes have started to get back to full, and we've seen in competitive games with no foul trouble, Poeltl has been touching close to 30 minutes. He played 27 minutes against Cleveland, 31 against Indy, 32 against Charlotte, 26 against Portland. He did have 5 fouls in 26 minutes against Portland. That game against Charlotte recently, where he only had 13 PRA, he only played 22 minutes in that game. They lost by 25, so it looks like that game was a blowout. And then last game against Boston, he played 25 minutes, did get subbed out a little early in that game. They were kind of playing from behind in that game, so they were, kind of experimenting with some small ball lineups. And that's always a, possibility that Poeltl could get played off the floor, like if it's a game where the Raptors are playing from behind and they're, need more spacing, need more shooting. But this game against the Knicks has a 4.5 point spread, so it's expected to be a relatively competitive game. The Raptors are playing at home, so you would expect them to play, fairly well at home here. And I think if we, project Poeltl for like 25 to 26 minutes, this is going to be a PRA line that he goes over more times than not. If you look this season, when Poeltl has played at least 26 minutes, he's over this line in 9 out of 10 games. So historically, he's been a player that when he gets minutes, he can just put up stats. He's a guy that can rebound pretty well. He's averaging 15.1 rebound chances per game this season, which is the most on the team. He's also a big man that can do a little bit of facilitating. For his career, he's typically been a guy that averages like 2 to 3 assists per game. He's averaging 2.2 assists per game this season on 3 potential assists per game. And if you look right now at his prop lines for Tuesday night, so His PR line, his points plus rebounds, that line is set at 18.5, only one less than his PRA. If you look at his assist prop, though, his assist prop is set at 1.5, and it's juiced towards the over. So he's a goblin for 1.5 assists, which basically means the odds are favoring the over. If you take that prop, you get a reduced payout. Pretty self-explanatory. Given the fact that he's favored to get 2 assists, this PRA line should probably be at least 2 points higher than his PRA. And if you look right now on DK Sportsbook, like he's actually favored to go over 18.5 PRA. It was like minus 125, minus 130 on DraftKings to favored to go over that PR line, or the 18.5 PR line. 19.5 PRA I like more because Pirtle does give some assist upside. There was a game recently where he had 9 assists. Now, obviously 9 assists, that's a huge outlier, but he can definitely get like 3 or 4 assists. I mean, he could do that any game. So he does offer some assist upside. He's a good rebounder. Scoring-wise, it's not a great matchup for him to score because Pirtle does do a lot of his scoring in the paint and around the rim, and the Knicks have been a pretty good team limiting points in the paint. But I just think in a spot like this, in an NBA Cup game, you're going to see starters play probably slightly more minutes than they normally would. And Pirtle's a guy that when he gets minutes, he can just put up stats. And if you project him for 26 to 30 minutes here, I think he goes over 19.5 PRA more times than not. Again, he's over this line in 9 out of 10 games this season when playing at least 26 minutes. So I like that as our first prop for Tuesday night. And then the other prop that I like is on Mitchell Robinson. And I like Mitchell Robinson for more than 5.5 rebounds. So Mitchell Robinson, throughout his career, has historically been a really good rebounder. He's been a really good offensive rebounder. You look this season, Robinson doesn't play a lot of minutes because he's just been kind of the backup center. He's been coming off the bench lately. There was some games this year when he was starting, but even when he was starting, like his minutes weren't super high. But coming off the bench lately, he's still been playing, around 16 to 18 minutes a night. And one thing that was good to see is that last game against Orlando, they did not have Karl-Anthony Towns. So that's one of the reasons why you saw Mitchell Robinson put up, such a good game. He had 13 rebounds. But what was good to see is that Mitchell Robinson played a season high 24.5 minutes last game against Orlando. So there's a chance that he can play more than the 16 to 18 minutes that he's been playing all season. Now, Mitchell Robinson has historically been a player that the Knicks have tried to manage. Like, he's had injury history. He doesn't really ever play on back-to-backs. He typically is, on a, kind of a strict minutes limit. He's not a guy that's going to go out there and play 35 minutes. Obviously, if he was playing 35 minutes, his rebounds line would not be set at 5.5. His rebounds line is set for him to play 16 to 18 minutes, but at least there is upside for him to play more than that. And in a game like this, in an NBA Cup game, you would expect rotations to be a little bit tighter. You would expect, not as many guys off the bench to see minutes. But Mitchell Robinson's a key bench player for the Knicks. He's gonna, get the backup center minutes behind Karl-Anthony Towns. He might even play a little bit alongside Karl-Anthony Towns. It is worth noting that Deuce McBride is out today for the Knicks, and while that might not matter, you would think that might not matter for Mitchell Robinson. Not having Deuce McBride could just mean we see different type of lineup combinations for the Knicks, because typically McBride's a key bench player who comes in, plays 20 to 25 minutes. You take him out of the rotation, and now maybe we see bigger lineups. We might see Mitchell Robinson play alongside Karl-Anthony Towns a little bit more. But even if we project Mitchell Robinson for 15 to 16 minutes here, he can still easily get 6 rebounds with how good of a rebounder he is. I mean, last time they faced the Raptors, he had 15 rebounds and I think 17 minutes or something. Obviously, that's an outlier. But, he had 15 rebounds in 17 minutes. You look at his last few games, 7 rebounds in 16 minutes, 5 rebounds in 16 minutes, 7 rebounds in 19 minutes. He can rebound the ball extremely well. The Raptors this year, in terms of rebounding, they've just kind of been like a middle-of-the-pack rebounding team. So I don't think the matchup's great. I don't think it's a bad matchup either. The Raptors are just inside the top 10 when it comes to rebounds allowed to centers. Overall, I think it's a spot where Mitchell Robinson could potentially see his minutes get upped a little bit. And again, it was good to see him play 24.5 minutes last game. That gives me confidence that he could at least play more than the 16 to 18 minutes that he's been limited to all season. I know Karl-Anthony Towns was out last game, but still, that just shows that Robinson has slightly more minutes upside than maybe we might project him for. And it is worth noting that Karl-Anthony Towns is questionable again. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns did practice on Monday, so it looks like he's going to play. But by some chance, if Karl-Anthony Towns does not play today, this prop on Mitchell Robinson is going to be a great prop. But again, it's one that I like, even assuming Towns plays. So give me Mitchell Robinson more than 5.5 rebounds. as our second prop for Tuesday night, guys. So this is what we're going to roll with. 2 picks, 2-game slate. It's going to be tough, today and tomorrow. There's only 2 games tomorrow again, but it's NBA Cup Day. There's, big time games. These games are definitely more meaningful to these teams. So it's going to be an interesting way to, it's just going to be interesting to see how these games play out. I think you might see starters play slightly more minutes. These games might be treated more like playoff games. You might see playoff type rotations just because they matter more. But yeah, these are 2 props I like for Tuesday's games, and let's see if we can go 2-0 today, guys. So as always, appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. Appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like button down below if you guys do enjoy these videos. Again, hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, go sign up. Use that promo code NOAH. Again, when you play $5 on Prizepicks and use my promo code, you get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up using that code NOAH. But good luck, guys. Let's win some money. I'll see you guys in the next video.